BNZ and ASB have raised their longer-term fixed mortgage rates, meaning all four big banks have now raised their rates. This comes as many New Zealanders anxiously wait to refix on lower rates than they previously had. So how much higher will rates go? Joining me now is Stuff Money editor Damian Venuto. Kia ora, Damian.
Sam.
So a lot of Kiwis really eager to take advantage of these lower rates, but how much time do we actually have?
So Sam, I'm in that cohort of Kiwis who are desperately waiting for that rollover of rates. Around 40% of New Zealanders will be sitting there anxiously right now waiting for their rates to roll over. Within the next quarter, or 2 quarters, we're looking at 40% of fixed mortgage rates rolling over, and people will be looking to secure those new rates. I can understand that anxiety because a lot of people are looking at the rates, they're trickling upwards and they're thinking, oh my goodness, have I missed my opportunity? The reality, however, is that if you take that longer term view, 2 years ago you would have been sitting on a rate of around 7%. Today that rate is 4.75%, even with the uptick.
So how much of a difference does that make? It's quite a big difference.
It's massive. And you're talking about the difference between $3,300 that you're paying on a monthly basis to $2,600. So you're talking about a difference of...
Is that a mortgage of about $500,000 you're looking at there?
Yeah, a mortgage of around $500,000. So you're talking about $700 in the back pocket of a family. Now, what you have there is an opportunity. You can either spend that money on whatever discretionary item you want, or you can put that back into your mortgage, because what we have to realize right now is that there's no guarantee that interest rates are going to stay low forever. So it's an opportunity for you to pay down that capital, that principal amount on your mortgage and save so much time over the course of your mortgage.
Yes, it does sound like a very sensible thing to do, doesn't it? And over time, it can make an enormous difference.
I always like to reframe this because people think about the money, how much money can I save? I like to think of it in terms of how much life you have. So there's a British writer, Oliver Berkman, who did an experiment. He asked a group of his friends how long in weeks the average person lives. And a lot of them suggested 100,000 weeks. The reality is that you only live 4,000 weeks. So every week that you save off your mortgage means that you don't have to pay that. So if you think of your life in that finite term of 4,000 weeks, how many weeks do you really want to spend paying your mortgage?
Okay, look, also today we've had our latest GDP figures. They show a bit of a bounce back in the economy. How is this going to potentially impact mortgage rates, do you think?
Look, what this means is that the economy is ticking upwards. And that means that those OCR cuts that we've seen over the course of the last 2 years, they're doing what they're supposed to do. It feels like the economy is now getting to the stage where the Reserve Bank will be comfortable with it. So a lot of the economists that I've been speaking to have suggested that we're going to see an OCR lift as early as the middle of next year, or at least in the latter stages of next year. So yes, there is no guarantee that interest rates are going to stay low. We've already seen that being priced into the market right now with this uptick from the big 4 banks. I think that could continue as we progress through 2026.
Okay, and we will keep talking about it. Stuff's Money editor Damian Venuto. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sam.